What is up, guys? It's time for us to dive under the boats again and see how our bottoms are doing on both boats. We're going to compare the two boats and see which one's doing better. We used high quality Micron ablative paint on both boats. They were painted about the same time. They both get pretty good usage. They go out at least once a week, I would say. And I try to keep them clean. It's been a couple months since I dove under, at least 2 months, maybe 3 months, since I did a really good dive under the boats to see how they're doing. So it'll be a good compare and contrast between the Meridian Happy Hours that has the hull shield system on it and the Regal, which does not have hull shield on it. So we'll see which one fared better. So it's a competition between happy hours and after hours. Stick around. All right, first we're going to do a preliminary check. Just dive under there, check the zincs, see how bad everything is, or good. We'll check happy hours first. Really dark under there, hard to see, but from what I can feel, it's not too bad. A couple really small barnacles when I rubbed my hand on the hull, but it really it came right off just me doing that, but very small little ones. So far so good. The propellers didn't look too bad. They need to be scraped a little bit. Underwater metal doesn't fare as well as the rest of the hull, but that's pretty good. I'm pretty pleased. Can't really see anything there though. It's really dark. And when the sun gets up higher in the sky, I'll be able to see a little better. So that's preliminary at happy hours. Let's check out the Regal. Regal looks really good too. Everything except the underwater metal. Same thing, the transom bracket over here. The motor mount bracket. So they have to use different paint on the underwater metal. They don't use the same ablative copper-based paint that they use on the hull, because you can't put copper and aluminum, mix them together, it creates corrosion. But I'll just have to clean up, I think, the metal underneath the Regal. But the bottom looks really good, and that was Micron CSC that was painted by Port 32 Walker Marine in Cape Coral. And the bottom on Happy Hours is Micron Extra SPC that I put on myself, 2 coats of that some time ago, a few months back. But overall I'm pretty pleased, but I really can't see too much underneath because it is dark under there. The water clarity has not been too good here in Cape Coral ever since Hurricane Debbie came through, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, so far I am pretty pleased. The bottoms are in good shape. The Regal is in really good shape. The hull didn't really have any small barnacle at all. That's with the Micron CSC and no hull shield on that boat. Happy Hours, which has Micron Extra SPC ablative paint and the hull shield system. The underwater metal, I had to scrape it. I had some barnacle on it. The paint just doesn't adhere to underwater metal very well. Same thing goes with the outdrive on the Regal. The bracket had quite a bit of barnacle on it, so painting that stuff doesn't seem to really do much. The props and the shafts on Happy Hours were, you know, they needed it. It wasn't really bad. It wasn't as bad as it's been in the past. So pleased. I had some small barnacle in some spots that came off very easily with my hand. So not too bad. We'll give it one more once over, and I'll show you what it looks like now. out the Regal. Alright, that's it. Not too bad. I'm pleased. I would call that just a routine cleaning. And after 3 months or so of being in the water and not really getting under it like that, it's in pretty good shape. So no complaints here. So we're looking good, and hopefully I'm good for another couple months or so. So thumbs up to Micron ablative paint, both the Micron CSC, which worked really well, and the Micron Extra SPC. We'll see if the Micron CSC is better than the Extra, but for now, not too bad, and don't see much of a difference between the two boats. So at this point, I will say the results are inconclusive, but definitely good paint, much better than what I had on there prior, and the jury's still out on the hull shield if it's making much of a difference. So I guess we'll give another check in a few months and see how we make out between the two boats. So thanks for sticking around. See you next time.